Oakland's Park here is one of the only parks left in the capital city where sheltering is still allowed. There are about 6 tents set up right now. The campers didn't want to appear on camera, but one father-son duo said they were forced to live here after a fire forced them out of their home in September. He said he spent his whole life growing up here in Victoria. Now, as these new campers move in over the past weeks and months, it's starting to cause friction in the community.
Oakland's Park, in a community neighborhood full of kids and families, is not the appropriate location to allow homeless people to set up camp. And they're there 24/7. They don't take their shelters down.
Oakland's Park is one of 3 parks where individuals experiencing homelessness can shelter overnight in Victoria. The shelters are supposed to come down at 7 a.m., but these locals say that's not happening.
It just seems like the police hands are tied, the bylaw officers' hands are tied. Nobody has any answers, and everyone is just passing the buck.
The issue of enforcing daytime sheltering seems to be coming down to cost. In front of council this week is a report that found it would cost $4.7 million to enforce daytime sheltering, something that would require the city to scale back other services to avoid a property tax increase. Staff also say it's not likely to resolve all the issues without a more comprehensive approach to addressing homelessness. Victoria's recent approach, after getting the assurance from BC Housing that most people have been offered a place to go, was to conduct sweeps of Pandora. Then fencing was put up to deter camping. What's resulted is what North Park's James Cooper says is just a scattering of the problem.
A lot of the elderly are having serious issues here, and they're frightened because since the city started to fence off Pandora, they've pushed the mentally ill and addicts into the side streets.
One result, outreach workers say, has proven deadly.
Every time they get pushed around or scattered off the block, we lose a few.
After being pushed off Pandora, Shay Smith, a well-known and outspoken unhoused man, died on a Victoria side street last week in his tent. Smith, outreach workers say, is one of many.
Yeah, I think we lost about 10 in a 7 to 10 day period.
If he hadn't been swept into the corner by bylaw, I believe he would still be alive.
In the meantime, those sheltering outdoors and the neighbors around them will wait to see what the city plans to do next. The discussion on whether or not daytime sheltering will be enforced, council will have Thursday.